You are in the market for a new fragrance and you want to know which fragrances will help you stand out from your friends or associates. You clicked on the right video. In this video, I will give you a list of fragrances you can explore that will help you stand out from your friends, associates, or just people in general. Welcome to Gentle & Co. I am Michael. If you are new here, consider subscribing. We are new, we are growing, and we're glad that you found us. If you aren't new and you're a subscriber already, what's up? I'm glad you're back. Feel free after watching the video to comment in the comment section your 5. What are your 5 fragrances that will help you stand out based on the criteria I set later on in the video? Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's hop into the video. First, let's set the guidelines. What this video is not, and it's simple. It is not a one-stop shop video where it's gonna tell you, buy this one fragrance and that's all you need. No. Most of the fragrances on this list, you're probably going to have to pick up, 1 to 2 other fragrances as a supporting cast. So think of it like this. Say you buy one of the fragrances on this list, you go to the gym a lot, like me, you're in the gym a lot. Most of these fragrances on this list won't be suitable for the gym where it isn't the best. So you might want to pick up another fragrance, right? So this is not a video telling you this is the only fragrance you need. So let's talk a little bit about the criteria of this video. The criteria I set was it has to be sexy and manly. You're going to notice those 2 words being used throughout this video, but also has to be a mass appealing fragrance. A huge compliment getter is essentially what I'm describing here. Next is it has to be all niche. I think designer fragrances by and large are a little bit boring to me. Once you smell a few of them, they all kind of seem like they all smell the same, like they're all taking the same backbone. Is that true for all? No, but by and large, a lot of them just kind of smell like another iteration of something I smelled before. So in this list, they're all niche. So think about your budget, think about your wallet. If you can't afford these yet, just stash them in the back of your mind. Next is you would have to have a full wearing, a full 24 hours if it lasts that long of these fragrances. So with me, I fully wore all these fragrances for at least 24 hours. Some of them I own, some of them I used to have, and some of them I don't own, but I've had a full wearing through a decanter or actually going in the store and then them giving me a sample. Next, they all have to be from different houses, meaning you can't choose 2 different fragrances from the same house. Just for versatility purposes, keep the video interesting. And the last criteria is relatively all seasons. So they relatively can be worn all year round. Maybe one season that, you probably really shouldn't wear this fragrance. Most fragrances, you can wear all year round if you want to. There's like this thing going around, you should wear this fragrance in fall or summer. No, man. For most fragrances, you could wear it whenever you want. Just adjust the sprays, the amount of sprays you do. I will agree some fragrances really should be stationed for a different season. Specifically fragrances that do better in the fall, winter time. They tend to be a little bit more robust, a little bit more projecting. And if you try to wear them during hotter months, they can be cloying depending on the notes that are in the actual fragrances and the concentration. But by and large, if you like a fragrance, you can wear it anytime. Just adjust your sprays. The first fragrance on this list is Bond No. 9 Tribeca. I think I've talked about this fragrance before in other videos, but nonetheless, if I haven't, if you're first time hearing this, this is a gourmand lover's dream. This is, again, sexy, manly, and a bottle, but more so sexy. So this is a caramel, woody, ambery fragrance. It is very, very attractive. It smells really good, guys. If you like gourmand, and what I mean by gourmand, fragrances that kind of resemble foods, mainly like treats. Obviously you don't want a fragrance that resembles steak, right? But something that's probably better is something that kind of resembles licorice, right? But on the sexier side, right? You want a skilled perfumer to kind of make it smell sexy. So in this case, this is kind of caramel. It'll remind you of caramel in ways, but guys, this fragrance arguably is probably Bond No. 9's best fragrance. It's a toss-up for me, so I really like Governor's Island, Queens, New York Nights. Those fragrances, man, they're amazing. But nonetheless, this is just a fragrance that I think you should point your eyes to because it will help you stand out. But take into consideration the other fragrances in this lineup that I just mentioned. Next would be Le Labo No. 13. I won't go in depth with this fragrance. I have it in my collection. It will always be in my collection. It is arguably my favorite fragrance, top 2, top 3. It competes with Harrod and Haultain, but nonetheless, this fragrance, I've done a video on it. Click it, watch it. I won't go in detail, But guys, unisex, sexy, low-key, musky fragrance. Some of you all might not be able to smell it. It kind of acts a little bit like Molecule 1. That's a fragrance I can't smell. So just keep that in mind, how it plays on your skin. But I won't go too much into it. Obviously, you can see the dent. I've had this for about 2 years now. Phenomenal fragrance right here. Next fragrance to help you stand out would be Nichane Nefs. If you want a boss fragrance, if you want to be a sexy boss, sexy manly boss, this is the fragrance for you. Outside the bottle, because the bottle's fantastic, the fragrance itself might just be even better on how the bottle looks. You're getting oud, you're getting a lot of florals here. It is a little bit of sweet. It's not sickly sweet, but it's nice, it's spicy. Guys, this is the man, but this is the man who's also attractive, guys. This is the guy, you walk in, man, you got a blue navy suit, maybe a white shirt on and it's buttoned down, or maybe you come in, you have a short sleeve and it's buttoned down, you smell a good dude and you're getting a deal done, or you're just, I don't know, doing something productive. This is the fragrance for you. I don't see a lot of people talk about this fragrance. I don't know why. If you're not a oud type of person, you might be turned off by this fragrance, but it does get compliments. It kind of goes against number one. You said mass appealing. I don't think this is mass appealing, but this gets a lot of compliments. I think that oud might throw some people off, but get it on your nose. You will stand out if you have this fragrance. Next fragrance that will help you stand out is Parfums de Marley Layton. Again, similar to Le Labo Another 13. I won't go in depth. I've already done a review on it. Check it out. But guys, it's my first fragrance I've ever bought. Started the niche journey. I think it's Parfums de Marley's most popular fragrance, and for good reason. In my opinion, is it the best? No, I would take Hair and Above this 100%. And I think I would even take Holtain. But nonetheless, this is an amazing fragrance. I did a review on it. I won't go in depth, but you will get compliments. You shouldn't construct your life over trying to get compliments, but you will stand out. Man, this is a spicy, sweet, sexy, manly fragrance. Check out the exclusive version if you want a little bit more growner, darker one or darker version of this fragrance. But nonetheless, this will have you standing out. I don't smell a lot of men going around smelling like this. Even though as popular as this is in the niche world, I do not smell a lot of guys walking around smelling like this, in my personal opinion. Last but not least, and I couldn't leave this house off, would be Xerjoff Lyra. This is another unisex fragrance. It might even skew feminine. I don't think so. I think it's unisex. This is for my gourmand lovers. I think this is the best fragrance out of this house. It is kind of head to head with Naxos in my opinion. There's other great fragrances such as Alexandria 2, 40 Knots. I mean, the list goes on. People like Herbapura, stuff like that. I'm not a big fan of Herbapura, but nonetheless, this is a great house in general, so explore it. All their fragrances are super long lasting and they smell incredible. But for me, if you want to stand out, especially if you're a gourmand lover, I'm not necessarily a gourmand lover, but this fragrance is amazing. It's kind of that citrus, caramel, vanilla. That citrus doesn't last super long. It's really in the opening. I know there's another caramel fragrance that I put on this list, but they're really different, guys. They're really different fragrances. So get your nose on this, spray it. I think if you go around, if you're going out and about, you're with the homies, you're with the guys, you're hitting the town, you're doing whatever, you're being safe, you're being smart, but you're in the town, you spray this on, you're getting noticed. You spray this on, you walk past anybody, they're gonna be like, who just smells like heaven? All these fragrances on this list does that, but this one does that as well. Arguably top 5 best smelling fragrance out of Xerjoff. In my opinion, it is probably number 1, number 2, in my opinion. But really good fragrance, one that doesn't get talked about a lot when you talk about this house. It's awesome. And that is the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed yourself. So like I said in the beginning, tell me your 5 based on the criteria I set for this video. In the comment section below, what would you go with? That would be your 5 fragrances to stand out. Remember the criteria, say it in the comments. If you're new, remember to subscribe, and everybody like, comment, and I will see you gentlemen in the next one.